Hey everyone, welcome today. I'm so excited. I am back with my dear friend TIffany, and she is going to share some amazing ideas for meal planning and how to set up healthy eating for a family. So, this is going to be a five-part series, and today we're going to talk about meal planning 101, so the basic introduction. So, TIffany, take it away.
Yes, thank you, Renee, for letting me talk to you again. I know meal planning is something that's so hard for all of us because we have people in our house and they all want to eat 3 times a day at least. And so keeping track of all that is so difficult. But we have a sheet that Renee's going to make available to everyone. And we have 5 steps. We've broken it down into 5 steps, and that'll kind of lead us through the 5 videos. But today we're just going to go over the whole thing. So, um, first, you need to create a family favorites list. Renee, do y'all have different meals that you kind of eat over and over again?
We do, yes. I feel like we're a creature of habit, and so there's certain meals that I know are favorites, and I make them frequently. So there are go-to meals, yes.
So, if you had all those meals, imagine if you had them all listed out in one place, you could easily go to that list and then put them in your meal plan for the week, right? Like having all those ideas in one space would really help you to make your meal plan because you're starting. It's always a good idea to start with what you like, what you know you like, right? um, and then if you think about it too, it's like how a lot of us dress. So we might have a closet full of clothes, but we all have those couple favorite shirts and those couple favorite pairs of shorts that we wear all the time. And it's kind of the same thing with meals. You cook on a pretty consistent basis the same things. So putting those on a list, having them available for you to look at is the first step in getting a meal plan down. Now, Renee, have you ever cooked something that your children didn't eat?
Um, Daily. I feel like it's daily. Yes, all the time. Absolutely.
All the time, right? And your
Yeah.
kids probably, if they're anything like my kids, are always coming to me and they're saying, Mom, what's for lunch? Mom, what's for dinner? Right? And I finally stopped answering my children with serious answers. Um, now I just tell them something ridiculous like octopus guts or snail ears or um, frog toes. I don't know, but because whatever you tell them, they're going to either maybe there's a 50-50 chance. They might be happy or they could be like, ugh, I don't want to eat that. And then who wants to cook that after you get that lovely reaction from your kids? So, step 2 is sitting down, probably maybe while you have everyone at the dinner table, and asking the people you live with, what do you want to eat this month? And then writing it down. Just get a poll, have everyone tell you stuff. You might have some children, like my daughter, who tell you ice cream for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. Obviously, you're not going to have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you can work it into your menu at least once, and then everyone's got skin in the game. Everyone has buy-in. Okay, next question. Have you ever, Renee, planned an elaborate meal to cook on a night when you're not home?
Yeah. Well, yes, I have. And yes, and it never works. I have such grand plans. I feel like I want to be the person that I am when I create these ideas, and then it never pans out.
Yeah, right. So maybe you didn't take your calendar you didn't take your calendar into account when you planned your meals. And I've done that so many times. So step 3 is going to be on our meal planning worksheet, jotting down just a quick idea of what you have going on that day so that you're not planning some big elaborate meal on a night when no one's going to be home to eat it or when you're not going to have time to cook it. You can't cook a 3-course meal in between taking 2 different kids to 2 different soccer practices, right? So you have to keep in mind kind of number 1, what season you're in your life in general. If you have several young children, which I know you know all about, you're probably not going to be creating 3 and 4 course meals, nor should you have to worry about that. But also, if you're in the middle of soccer or baseball or football season, then you're going to have to adjust what type of meals you're planning. So keeping your calendar in mind, that's step number 3. Okay, number 4, have you ever walked into your pantry and seen 4 or 5 bottles of something that you really didn't need, but you bought it every single time you went to the store, and find out also that you don't have the one ingredient that you actually do need?
All the time. Oh my goodness, all the
Yes.
time. It's actually a joke between my husband and I because I'll be like, we need salsa. And he's like, I think we have salsa. I'm like, oh no, we need it. And then we end up with all these jars of salsa. Yes, absolutely. I totally, yes.
Yeah, so you like open the fridge, you've got 6 things of salsa, and of course the kids go into the pantry and take a new one before they look for the old one. So then you have 6 open things of salsa in your fridge. So step number 4 is actually going through your freezers, go through your refrigerator just quickly and see what you have, because it's a really good possibility that maybe because you do the BOGO sales at Publix, or you got a coupon to buy two for the price of one or something, you have parts and pieces of meals already at your house. And so if you can use those things, you will find that you won't have 17 boxes of macaroni noodles or 5 bottles of Cholula. How does one family get 5 bottles of Cholula? So just doing a quick inventory of what you have can help you to make some of those family favorites that are on your list without having to buy anything else. And then the final step, which is now going to be super easy because you have all of these things done. You know what you've got, you know what your calendar looks like, you've asked your family what they want to eat, and then you've also got a list of what your family generally eats. Now we're going to take those ideas and we're going to fill in our weekly meal plan worksheet. So, and you can, what I do actually is I fill in a couple weeks at a time because I have all these great ideas sitting right here. And once you have that, it's not hard to say, okay, Mondays, we always have breakfast burritos. So you can fill that in for every Monday. And it takes some of the stress out of meal planning for you. So this 5 steps, we have some worksheets for you. And that, in a nutshell, is really the whole plan.
I love that. It's so good. I'm really, because I struggle with this myself. I feel like meal planning to me is such a great idea, but I get lost in the details. I get so overwhelmed by doing it. And I'm so excited to learn from you because this is really good. So I'm going to post a link to this overview, this 101, the 5 quick steps. I'm going to post it below. And then we're going to get in and dive in and explain a little more about how to do it. But I'm excited. I have so many questions. So if you have any questions, leave them below. We're going to be checking the comments and answering. But that's such good information. Thank you so much, TIffany.
Thanks, Renee, for having me.
Okay, bye.